Hello, it's Fanny Snaith, your money coach here. Flash sales are absolutely brilliant at sabotaging the plans you had for your money. However, there is no doubt that you can bag a bargain. But beware, even the most vigilant, the most determined budgeter and saver can have their real strength tested with sales like Black Friday or Cyber Monday, which come up in November every year. The event seems to get longer and longer. The advertising seems to get harder and harder. It's very, very easy to get tempted, lured in to buying stuff that we don't need. So if you want to survive Black Friday and Cyber Monday, have a listen to these steps below, which hopefully will get you surviving it well and even thriving with it. So here we go. If you want to buy, step number 1 is prepare, research. Make sure that what you want to buy is exactly what you want. Make sure that you are going to pay the price that you want to pay, and never enter a store or go online with card in hand, not knowing what you're going to buy at this time. It could be lethal. So that's the first step. Secondly, check that it really is cheaper. If you're buying stuff from Amazon, you can use a brilliant website called Camel. And for other stores, you can use a site called Price Runner. Check it, because there are some pretty dodgy things going on out there. So just make sure that you really are bagging a deal. And when you buy something, step 3 is make sure you keep the receipt. And before you buy, check the returns policy as well. Because the last thing that you want to do is buy something, get it home, realise that you don't really want it, or get post-purchase blues and not be able to send it or take it back. And then finally, if you're going to buy something for a value of more than £100, if you have a credit card, use it, because Section 75 of the Consumer Credit Card Act will take shared responsibility with the seller for the product. So it makes it a lot easier for you to sort out any problems that might arise. So those are for the buyers. Now, what about if you don't want to buy? How can you prevent yourself from buying? You know, it's absolutely fine to let Black Friday and Cyber Monday pass you by. In fact, any flash sales, just let them pass you by. Go away for the weekend, turn off your computer, just stay out of it. And it's okay. FOMO need not exist. Fear of missing out? Don't need to have it. If you really need to take away that temptation, go online and remove all the pre-filled details of your credit card or debit card. Hopefully you're not using a debit card online. That's a bit dangerous. But take away all the pre-filled details, and that will help to stop you, because you have to think about it and put the details in. If you're going out and you feel tempted, just take cash. Just take the cash that you need and leave the cards at home. If you need to protect your credit card particularly, put it in a tin can, fill it up with water and freeze it. Make it so that it's really difficult for you to find, so to get to. And if you put it in a tin can, that means you can't even put it in the microwave to defrost it. Just remove the temptation. And lastly, think about what you've focused to spend your money on previously. You know, if you have some money that you've planned to keep for a particular thing, focus back on that. Think about that again and just refresh that in your mind. So those are some tips for how to buy and how not to buy. But let's do some last questions that you could ask yourself just before the purchase, just to check that everything's absolutely fine. Number 1, did you want this before the sale? Yeah? Have you done your research? Are you really getting a good price? Can you afford it? Do you need it? Are you going to use it? Will you love it? Is the money going to be better spent elsewhere? And if you can say that all of those questions, they have the right answers for you and tick the boxes, that means that you're spending consciously. And when you spend consciously, you can spend happily. And that's what we want. We want happy spending. We don't want post-purchase blues. So beware the sales, treat them as what they are. You can let them pass you by, or you can enter into it. If you enter into it, do it consciously, and happily and carefully. Good luck.